Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big 12, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gamecocks will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give from the gun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Great move. Now he's got room. Open runway ahead. The 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Florida. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The short hands, it's Howell. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make it.
Just keeps moving. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
It's reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
Coming after him. Looking for a big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a...
And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapted. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately.
There's a live football. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Dances away from wide. Oh, it's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
But the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Gators will hustle to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Getting some heat. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying the run, it's Daniels. Fakes his man out. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down at the 15.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he steps to the sidelines on this return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that pass intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 14, South Carolina 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Dances away from the heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You did.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season. And I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. OU, oh my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up 14 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to ride this running back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Slings it downfield. Got a wide open receiver. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense drags him down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
Man, you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is.
Hey, that's a live ball. Defense storming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires left. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a first down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain amount of yards. I got to get that first down.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Florida, 14. South Carolina, 13.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Oh, man, he goes down. He's going to lose yardage on that one.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He wants to pass it on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that.
And the quarterback runs out of time. He's at the 38. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Florida! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to run it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going to run it. It's Howell. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Gators will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
1st and 10 from their own 13. Looking to move it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Caught over the middle. It's Russell. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Gamecocks are flying down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. It's caught downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field, his 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Offense set on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the left. That play just never had a chance. They knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been beating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback, wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and then got his big paws in the air to knock it away.
They're bringing heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
Try trying to pick it up on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
This is such a frustrating feeling. When you got a defense that drops back, takes away all the immediate options, does a really good job with the first play, the pass play, but then you got a quarterback that just pulls it down, easily gets the 1st down. I just don't know how you stop a guy like this.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida 21, South Carolina.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Quick handoff. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Try to get it on the ground. Ripping through the defense. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 points.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Colorado found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A prime example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Boulder. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Finds his man. It's Russell. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Third and short now from their own 48. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball there. You just trust in your own guy's ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to punt.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a lift. Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game 1 going exactly how they scripted.
13.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can...
He'll take the deep shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline, and you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Snagged on the outside, it's Russell.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Back to the ground with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They're going to run it to the right. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.